After chapters of glory and prosperity, this one takes a tragic turn. Solomon's heart, once devoted to God, turns toward idolatry through foreign wives. His sin brings God's judgment and enemies rise against him. The first part of this chapter covers Solomon's foreign wives and idolatry, right? Solomon loves many foreign women, Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Sidonians, and Hittites. He marries 700 wives and has 300 concubines. Despite God's command not to intermarry, that is written in Deuteronomy chapter 7, verses 3 to 4, Solomon clings to them in love. In old age, his wives turn his heart after other gods. He follows Ashtoreth, goddess of the Sidonians, Molech, god of the Ammonites, associated with child sacrifice, something that God condemned some chapters ago, right? He builds high places for these idols, and his wife is burned incense and sacrificed there. Solomon, the wisest man, becomes foolish through divided devotion. The second part of this chapter covers God's judgment announced. The Lord is angry. Solomon's heart has turned away, even though God appeared to him twice. God declares, the kingdom will be turned from Solomon's son, not Solomon himself, for David's sake. Okay? One tribe will remain for the sake of David and Jerusalem. Mercy tempers judgment. God honors his covenant with David. Let me see if it's recording. Yeah, it is recording. Okay. The third part of this chapter covers enemies raised against Solomon. God raises adversaries to discipline Solomon. Hadad the Edomite escaped when Joab destroyed Edom, returns with Egyptian support. Rezon, son of Eliada, forms a band and becomes ruler in Damascus. It's hostile to Israel, okay? Foreign enemies now harass Solomon, where once there was peace, okay? The fourth part of the chapter covers Jeroboam's rebellion foretold. Jeroboam, an Ephraimite, official in charge of forced labor, rebels, okay? This guy rebels. The prophet Ahijah meets him and tears a cloak into 12 pieces. Jeroboam is given 10 pieces symbolizing 10 tribes. God says he will leave one tribe for David's line for the sake of Jerusalem. Jeroboam is promised a lasting dynasty if he obeys God. Solomon tries to kill Jeroboam, who flees to Egypt until Solomon's death. The split of the kingdom is sealed. Judgment is coming in the next generation. The fifth part of this chapter covers Solomon's death. Solomon reigns 40 years in Jerusalem. He dies and is buried in the city of David. His son Rehoboam succeeds him. The golden age ends with a warning. Wisdom without obedience leads to ruin. What are the key lessons from First Kings chapter 11? The first lesson is divided heart is the path to downfall. Solomon didn't lose faith in one moment. His decline was gradual compromise. Second lesson, even great blessings don't replace obedience. Visions, wisdom, and wealth mean nothing if the heart drifts from God. Third lesson, God's discipline is just but merciful. The kingdom will be torn, but not fully for David's sake. And fourth lesson, idolatry corrupts more than the individual. Solomon's sin influences the nation and sets the stage up for division. So in summary, Solomon's love for foreign wives leads him to idolatry, breaking God's command. The Lord raises enemies and announces that a kingdom will be divided under his son. Jeroboam is chosen to lead 10 tribes, while Judah remains for David's lines. After 40 years of reign, Solomon dies, leaving behind a fractured legacy, okay? Fortunately, end up like this. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next one.